Hey you guys, how's it going? Decivye here. Welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video and welcome aboard Flight 320 bound for Sydney. Today we are going to be departing off Melbourne, Australia. And you guys already know if you've been watching my videos, Melbourne is like my second home. I pretty much fly here all the time, or this is the 100% of my flying hours has been spent in Melbourne. But you guys, Sydney, never been to in my life, and it's supposedly one of the handcrafted airports for the standard edition Microsoft Flight Simulator. So that place should look extra beautiful. So we're here to check it out. We're gonna be doing a full flight on it. So before we begin, you guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you guys are enjoying this series. Don't forget to comment down below what route you guys want to see next. If you guys have not already, of course, subscribe and join the colony. Also, I have a Discord server for gamers out there. If you guys want to join that server, links will be in the description below. We have a lot of players who play a wide amount or various types of games. So go ahead and join. It's much fun. If you guys want to support me as a content creator, links to a donation link will be in the description below as well. It's not required, but it's highly appreciated. Alright you guys, without further ado, let's get into this. Alright you guys, we are here just about to set up for takeoff. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the flight plan. To input Melbourne's airport code, it's YMML. And then Sydney is YSSY. Okay. So just to confirm that we have the correct flight plan, I'm gonna go ahead and click our VFR map. And that should run us all the way up to Sydney. Come on. Yes, it does. Perfect. Alright, we can close that for now. Pretty much what I want for this flight, because it's a relatively short flight, right? It's about an hour of flying, I believe. It's only 380 nautical miles. I'm thinking maybe we cruise at 32,000, maybe 35,000 feet for this flight. And depending on which runway they give us for departure, right? Let's go ahead and really quickly check how we want to plan our departure. So if they give us this runway over here, this is a runway 34, we could probably climb upwind and turn to crosswind to intercept our flight plan. They give us 17, which is this one. We would have to climb upwind, probably make a downwind turn, and then intercept our flight plan. Those are the two main runways. I don't think they're going to be giving us this runway, but we'll see. That being said, we could start requesting for our pushback here. We're gonna click on ground service as usual. Okay, come on. All right, pushback. Gotta make sure our parking brake is disengaged here. You know what I would like, you guys? Honestly, I want handcrafted Melbourne, Australia. This is my second home, and I just want it to look beautiful. If they could include that like in a free update or something. Sydney's great and all, and definitely a good location to like make handcraft and free, right? But I want Melbourne. Alright, let's get going, guys. I don't got all day. So fuel check, we have sufficient fuel, running about 10,600 kilograms in this one. We don't need more. Let me go ahead and start the engines of the aircraft as well. Okay. We check our position, actually. That is taking a long time to request. honestly.
Melbourne ground Airbus
There you
Alpha
go.
Sierra X-ray 320 requesting pushback tug to steer.
Like,
the
what was
aircraft
that?
to the left.
What was that? Took a while.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Yeah, after 2 million years. So is it going to take that long as well to request this pushback to start? I mean, to stop? Otherwise, it's fine. Right about here. Should do it.
Melbourne ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 requesting the end of pushback.
Right, cool.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 request to end pushback received.
Engine number 1 can come on. Awesome. How do we got that set up? While waiting for the engines to come alive. You know what it is. It's autopilot time, baby. Initial climb, we'll probably do about 7,000 feet. Runway, we're not going to be setting that yet. We should request for our takeoff clearance, or like our taxi clearance, right?
Melbourne ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 with India request taxi for takeoff straight out departure. Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 taxi to and hold short of runway 34 using taxiway out.
Okay, so they gave us runway 34 for departure. Alright, opening up the VFR map. Runway 34, that's going to be this one. So we're going to probably make an upwind departure and then turn to crosswind and intercept our flight plan. Awesome. Now we could set up our heading here, so we know our runway heading. 34, so I'm gonna maintain runway heading on departure. So we're gonna set this to 340.
Did you copy?
I did copy. Did I not acknowledge that? Okay, cool.
Taxi to and hold
We have it
short
set.
runway
Altitude
34
7,000.
taxiway
Make
out
sure
Airbus
that's set.
320.
Close this in for now. And so we got 7,000 set, and it's armed. Heading has been set. Flaps we could set to probably 1 for this departure. Alright, cool. Autopilot set up, and we're pretty much ready for our taxi to runway 34, you guys. Let's get this thing going. Alright, guys, we're almost ready for a departure to runway 34. Before we make our takeoff clearance, we're just going to do some last minute checks here. Heading, maintain 340 runway heading. Altitude set to climb 7,000 feet. Speed brakes, make sure it's armed. Flaps set to 1. And with that, we're pretty much we're ready for our takeoff clearance right here. We're going to tune in Melbourne Tower and request our clearance from Melbourne to Sydney.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 ready at runway 34 straight out departure.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 cleared for takeoff runway 34 departing straight out approved.
Awesome, we got our takeoff clearance. Just gonna minimize that. They're gonna come back to us. I'm not gonna close that all the way. Got our VFR map ready here.
Airbus 320, did you hear my last transmission?
Oh, I thought I accepted it. That's my bad. That's totally my bad, Tower.
Takeoff runway 34.
You have all the right in the world to grill on me. That was my bad. Alright, we're ready. We're pretty much ready here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply toga. Takeoff roll. Toga set. 100 knots, check. 50, rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. And autopilot switched on. And I have the weather conditions set to clear skies, you guys, for a couple of reasons. First of all, I want to get the best view of Sydney. Second of all, we're on ultra graphics settings, and I don't want too much going on because I don't want my simulator to crash.
Melbourne Tower, Airbus Alpha,
Which is why I have the weather conditions set to clear. But it should give us a nice, you know, departure and approach view, I guess you could say. Alright, awesome. From here we could pretty much start turning to our crosswind. I'll probably want about let's go 070 for this. In the general direction of crosswind. So 070 is a fine setting. Make sure flaps are retracted. Speed check. Alright, cool. And when we turn to our general direction, we're eventually going to intercept our flight plan over here. And then it's pretty much straight from there to Sydney, right? And while we do that, we get a beautiful, departure off Melbourne. It looks really nice. My second home with the airport back there. Very cool. All right, we're not gonna be we're not gonna be turning towards the city side over there. We're just gonna take one last look at it. Nice. Very nice. I love you, Melbourne. Okay, now we could pretty much engage our manage heading mode. Probably do manage speed as well. And we're just locking on to 7,000 feet. I'm going to make an initial climb to 24,000 feet. And then we're going to probably continue to climb to 35,000 feet. I'm going to be setting vertical speed of about, I don't like it when it does that, 2,000 feet per minute for this. Make sure that's set. We're going to be flying our flight plan now. Okay, just making sure everything is set. There's a bit of a lag right there. Couldn't move my camera. Anyway, 2,000 feet per minute, set at 24,000 feet. Pretty much flying 2,000 feet per minute. And everything seems good right now. So, I'm going to put this plane on time-lapse mode. We're going to go to time-lapse mode and climb to our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. Enjoy, you guys. Alright, you guys, we are here at a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. And let's do some checks before we go into cruise time-lapse mode. So, let's check on our altitude. 35,000 feet set. Cruise. Speed, we're about 270 knots, following our flight plan. If we check on the VFR map, this is where we are in relation to the flight. We're almost to city, about halfway there. A little bit over halfway there. We have about 157 nautical miles before we arrive to Sydney. And we're probably going to start our final descent at about 100 nautical miles out. We'll start descending towards Sydney. Fuel, we have about 8,900 kilograms. Engines seem to be good. And I'll be setting up the ILS for arrival as well. As we make our descent later, we need to know first what runway they're going to be giving us for our arrival. We got clear skies over here, and it's just beautiful up here. Honestly, so far I've never had any issues with the autopilot of the Airbus A320. Maybe a couple of off like rate of ascent when you don't have a vertical speed like set up. So sometimes it climbs too steeply and it just like makes somewhat random weird movements when trying to level off. But aside from that, I love flying the Airbus A320. It feels really, really good, and I've had zero major issues with autopilot. Auto throttle could have like a little bit, it needs work. I still can't switch from Mach to speed. But yeah, other than that, it's flying beautifully. We got the awesome view of Australia around us. I love flying in Australia, man. And you guys can say it's just a desert in the middle, but honestly, the view here, just the open view, I love it. I love flying here. We're gonna be doing a lot more flights here, to be honest. And I just can't wait to see the other cities here. We're gonna fly to New Zealand as well. We have a handcrafted airport there, so I want to visit that. Pretty much, yeah. Aircraft is stable and perfectly set here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on cruise time lapse, so you guys can enjoy our cruise mode to Sydney. Alright, you guys, we're about 78 nautical miles from Sydney International Airport. We're just about to make our final descent over here. So I'm going to set the aircraft up for a descent. We want to be descending down to 10,000 feet here. And we'll be doing so at a rate of about minus 2,000 feet per minute. Alright, cool. Now that we got that set up, we just want to make sure that we are all configured. So we got 2,000 feet per minute on our vertical speed over here, set at 10,000 feet. We're still following our current flight plan, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting it up to fly a heading of 040, still in the general direction of our flight plan, you guys. We're still going to be following that line, except I'm going to be switching it from manage heading to selected heading mode. Speed, we're going to leave it at manage over here. And we still have the throttles to climb. We'll be tampering with that later on in the flight. Be switching views over here. And we're going to go on time-lapse mode as we descend to make this a little bit quicker. And yeah, enjoy. And I'll probably get back to you about 30 nautical miles away from Sydney so that we could make our radio call to tower so that we could request for our landing instructions. In the meantime, you guys, enjoy. Alright, you guys, unfortunately for us, we did have the simulator crash on us, and we had to set it up again and restart the flight from the descent. And I'm not going to be bothering showing you guys those bits anymore, but we are here at 10,000 feet, just as we have set. Prior to the simulator crashing, we'd set to descend down to 10,000 feet, and we are currently at 10,000 feet. And we're just making our... We're just about to request for our taxi, or our entry instruction, our landing clearance rather, from air traffic control. Before I do that, I want to be setting up the aircraft's position to about 340. Just to give you guys an idea on where we are on the map. This is Sydney Airport. And this is our aircraft over here. So we're at 10,000 feet. My plan is to probably overfly the aircraft at about 10,000 feet. We'll request our landing clearance from them, and then we'll follow whatever they say from there, right? But I mean, I just want to take this time to just like appreciate all of this. Like, look at this, you guys. It's beautiful here. We have the Sydney Opera House like right down here. It's really beautiful. Right about here, you guys, I'm gonna start descending to 5,000 feet. Awesome. We just need to make sure that everything is being set up properly. So we're descending now to 5,000 feet. And I want to be setting up the ILS frequency for landing as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on nav, ILS for the runway in use, which is 34 left. We have 110.10. Cool. And check our position on the VFR map. Just about to overfly Sydney. We're going to go ahead and request our landing instructions. So nearest airport, Sydney Tower. We're going to do a full stop landing.
Sydney Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 is 2 miles south with Gulf to land.
And while we get those, let's just appreciate what we have over here. Look at this, you guys. That's beautiful right here. City side of Melbourne. I mean, Sydney. I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna acknowledge that. So we should have this Sydney Opera House like somewhere here, right? Isn't it somewhere here? There it is. We got the Sydney Opera House to our left. I mean, to our right over here. Beautiful. Wait, look at that. That's crazy. Amazing. Right, so left traffic means left downwind. So we're going to be turning to our downwind heading right now. Right, back to the captain's mode. So downwind heading is going to be opposite of runway 34 left, which is 160. We'll go ahead and set that up. $160. Just one moment. Cool. You can minimize this for now. I mean, just look at this, you guys. It's beautiful here. Got some construction going on there, it seems to be. I don't know what that is. One day I'd like to go to Sydney as well. And I will eventually when I get back to Australia. But look at the airport. Just look at the beauty right there. This is supposed to be a handcrafted airport as well. So this place just looks phenomenal. We're going to get a good approach too. We have a coast approach. Coast approaches, you guys, are one of my favorite approaches to do. I love landing in airports like just situated by the coast. San Francisco, Los Angeles has a coast approach. Hong Kong has a coast approach. Sydney. And I don't know, just these types of approaches. Like, don't get me wrong, city approaches are great. and all as well. But there's just something about like approaches. Whoops, there's approaches like this. You know what I mean? Well, look at that. It's beautiful right there. We're gonna get that as our landing view. We're starting to level off at 160. Yeah, we're starting to have wings level at 160. You can see we are downwind for runway 34 left. So this is the runway that we're going to be using for landing. This one right here. And as we fly our downwind leg, what I want to be doing right now is I'm going to be turning on the ILS just to make sure that it is working. And you can see it has captured our landing, our runway 34 left. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be... I actually set 6,000 feet, not 5,000. Doesn't matter. We can go ahead and descend down to 3,000 feet here. At the same time, lowering our speed. We want to be flying about, I'd say, 170. Get our speed down to 170 so that we can start deploying our flaps for our arrival. So once it starts dropping like this, I'm going to set 2 stages of flaps here and confirm it over here. And naturally, the aircraft or the autopilot is going to push the nose, you know, forward. In my opinion, it's a little bit steep on this descent, but this is just autopilot being autopilot. So hopefully they fix that. We could also set up our own vertical speed here, but you know, we'll just kind of sort of let it do its thing, really. And just to show you our position in the VFR map, here we are. And basically, we're going to continue flying downwind until our pink diamond reaches about a little bit above the yellow line, and we're going to turn to our base position. Our base position would be somewhere we're heading in a southerly southeast direction right now. So we would want to be heading at about a sort of northeast direction for our base position. About 060 is what we want. But in the meantime, we're just going to continue flying this, and we're actually going to close the VFR map because we don't really need it from here on out. And just like, you know, take this time to just appreciate like the greens around us. Like, look at this, you guys. Jesus Christ. That's amazing right there. It just looks beautiful, like the way the trees, the light, the water, and just how everything comes together. Right? I mean, like, even to our left side, just like, it looks beautiful, you guys. Just like, it blows my mind. I love playing this game so much. I can't wait to experience it like in real life, like actually flying inside an A320 in real life. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. In the meantime, like, right? Thank you, Microsoft, for like creating all of this. Although it's buggy, and you need a hella good computer to run this game. We're grateful. We're grateful it exists. So right about here, you guys, purple diamond's starting to come up a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start to slowly turn to our heading of 060. And just have it set here. There, 060. Perfect. And you can see nothing but water right now, but it should be nice when we're on our final approach. Go ahead and switch views here. This is normally what I like to use when landing. Just have it on this like GoPro mode, and just get our thumbnails there, you know, when we're on our final approach, and just have it in this mode. It's beautiful. From here we can turn on loc mode. It should switch us automatically to approach mode. And just quickly, captain's mode, just really quickly. We should have our airport to our left-hand side. So currently we're established on our base position. I'm not going to be opening the VFR map. I did realize that in heavy airports like this, if I tend to open the VFR map, the flight simulator just crashes. So I'm not going to be touching the VFR map right now, and we really don't need to. We trust our systems enough that it's going to do its thing. We know our position anyway, relatively. Everything was calculated. Then boom, right here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys over here today. You guys can see the runway. This is the runway we're going to be landing on. 34 left. You have the right hand side over here. 34 right. You have the city here. It's going to be to the back of it. But yeah, it should be a good approach. In just a few moments, guys, pink diamonds come to the yellow line. Aircraft should start descending on its own automatically as it tries to line us up with the runway over there. And right about here, you guys, we're pretty much, you know, established on our final approach. I'm going to go ahead and put the gear down. Make sure that our speed brakes are armed for landing. And it is. And right over here, you guys, is probably where we are going to get our thumbnails and stuff. Like, look at that. It's beautiful, right? Setting final stages of flaps. And aircraft's doing its thing to line us up with the runway. And we're gonna just continue letting it do it, you know, letting it do its thing. I don't think we have received our landing clearance just yet. Not that I can remember, but we should be receiving it shortly. If not, I'm going to proceed with the landing because I've been at this for quite some time now because of the simulator crashing on me. But just look at this. Just look at this approach into Sydney, eh? It just looks so beautiful.
Airbus 320 cleared to land runway 34 left. Wind 257 at tree.
And it's a bit laggy because it's, you know, trying to load up the chunks here. But we're gonna let it do its thing. Hopefully if I open this it would be okay. Nice.
Cleared to land runway 34 left, Airbus 320.
And we're just gonna continue this approach. We have our landing clearance. Sorry if back there the frames were, you know, stopping. It was just probably loading the chunks or stuff or something. I don't really know. But yeah, just look at this approach, man. It's beautiful. And looking at our instruments here, we're slightly off-centered to the right of the runway, but hopefully autopilot should correct that. We're pretty much bang on the glide slope.
1000.
I'm going to continue this position just in case I want a closer thumbnail. But I'm pretty confident we have the thumbnail shot way back there when we had that coastline line in front of us. We got the city off to the right-hand side as well. Really nice. This could be a good thumbnail right here. I don't know, we'll see. I have to take a look at the video and just like analyze it. See what we can work with, honestly.
500.
But look at this. I love the approach. Like just everything. The water, the open green grass. It just looks really good to me.
300.
Perfectly, perfect height here on approach as well.
200.
Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna switch to captain's mode.
100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Oh, got a bounce there. I removed autopilot. Not the best landing I've done, but again, I have yet to master the keyboard keyboard controls with the A320 or controlling this beast just with the keyboard, you know? It's quite difficult, and there's no reason why we should have a rough landing like that. But it happens, you know? It's really just insanely difficult to control with a keyboard, honestly. But there you have it, guys. Welcome to Sydney.
Turn next taxiway.
Yeah, we will turn next taxiway soon. About this one coming up to our right, we could stop the aircraft here. Put the flaps up. Oh, actually, this might be a runway. So, yeah, this might be a runway. We'll pull up next taxiway here. To our left.
Airbus 320, turn next taxiway.
Yeah, I'm doing that just right now, okay? You just need to take a chill pill.
Contact ground on 126.5.
Okay, 126.5 Airbus A320. Got it.
126.5 Airbus 320.
Alright, cool. And welcome to Sydney, you guys. That pretty much wraps up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy this. Sorry that the simulator crashed and we weren't able to see the full landing experience, but I guess the pros with that is the video will be a little bit shorter. But yeah, nevertheless, you guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and comments, suggestions, feedbacks down below. You guys can also put what flights you guys want to see next on the channel. I will go ahead and do a video on that if no one else requests for it, or you know, comments with the most likes. Anyway, yeah, and if you guys have not already, of course, subscribe and join the colony. And join my Discord server. Links will be in the description below. Again, if you guys want to support me as a content creator, option to do so is going to be in the description below. It's not required, but it's super highly appreciated. Alright, you guys, without further ado, wow, that is not what I meant to say. Alright, once again, you guys, take care, and I will catch you in the next video.